Good evening from Plano, Texas. I met a friend for dinner at this barbecue place called, it is Lockhart Barbecue. Cool, right? This is downtown Plano, is really nice. This is one of the other side streets. And they're fun here. And I'm going to this gelato place that's on the other end of the block here. It's called Gelato Cone. And I walked in there briefly earlier just to check out their flavors before I went and got barbecue. And it looked really good, but I didn't have time to, of course, try it. I will do that here in a few minutes. But I really like it here in Plano. At least the little part where I'm in. Like, here's another part of the street. A nice little outdoor seating area, and then there's a bar up there with, I don't know what's going on up there, but it's cute. Nice little place. So here we are, the Gelato Cone, and they are open. So open till 10. We'll see what kind of gelato we're gonna get, and I'll see you inside. Okay, all kinds of good flavors here. What's this orange one right here?
Melon.
Melon. That's lemon. Okay. Got mango, pineapple, Nutella, chocolate. Wow. All kinds of good ones. Caramel. Ocean, pistachio, vanilla. Okay, peanut. Is it made in the back here, or is it
Another shop.
another shop?
Only from handmade and blue.
Okay, cool. Where's your other shop?
It's in Legacy.
Okay, awesome. Wow, melon. I might try that. And that is melon. Look at that. Wow. Melon flavor and red berries. Two fruits. It's a cute little place here. Got a little table. And of course, the ice cream that I already got a video of. Cool. I'm gonna sit back here in the corner. But I got melon and red berry. And the guy, the clerk was very friendly, super friendly. So, hold on, let me set up my stand here, my wallet stand. I tried both of these, they're really good. One with two fruits. They had peanut, and they had chocolate mint, and they had chocolate, and they had just straight banana. So immediately I was thinking chocolate. You know, I could have got three flavors. I was thinking peanut, banana, and chocolate, and mix those three together. That would have been amazing. But this is something different, you know. So melon. Wow. Kind of tastes like cantaloupe. It has that look to it. This is really good. I forgot to take a picture. I'll be right back. All right. I almost forgot, because I like to take intro pictures, you know, so you can see it before I get into it. This has like a creamy texture to it. Wow. Not like, I don't know, this might be dairy free, but it's good. It's really good. And then here's the berry. Now, I don't know. I gotta do some digging here. Wow, red berry. I did sample this too. But not as much. Definitely some strawberry, maybe some raspberry. I forget what the little picture said. Wow, is that good? I have an idea. Anyway, went to the barbecue joint down the road, and I met a friend from high school there. Wow, yes, I still have a couple of friends from high school. And her and her husband had moved down here to near in Texas, but near Plano, still in the Dallas area. I don't know, 2 years ago, or whenever they moved here. So I'm in town. I haven't seen her for, her husband had to work, but I haven't seen her for at least a year, probably, I think. Boy, this is good. And it's just interesting because, like, there's a little bit out of context for me. And by that I mean, when you're in school or like you have a coworker and you see that person in class or you see them at work all the time, so they're in that context, they're in that environment. But say you see them elsewhere, like at the grocery store or maybe at a concert or something, it's like, wait a minute, Bob? Like, wait, Jane, is that you? And like, seeing a person in a completely different environment, at least for me, it throws me off a little bit. Usually, when I see my friend, usually back home, or like, yes, we're friends. We don't talk too super often, but she talks a lot to a mutual friend, and I talk a lot to a mutual friend. So everyone kind of always knows what's going on. But my point being is, usually if I see this friend I had dinner with tonight, like, these other people are there too. So like that's the context, that's the environment, and that wasn't the case tonight. It was just her and I in Texas. Like, that threw me off completely. Definitely has that cantaloupe aftertaste, but it's good. It's not like a bad one. Wow. So we just caught up, you know? It was good conversation. It was really good conversation. I enjoyed it. Just something about being out of context, I guess, changed the dynamic, and maybe our conversation went a little bit deeper, in not like a philosophical deeper, but just a deeper connection. We talked about things that were more meaningful. Was it that no one else is around? Was it the environment? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but it was good. It's always good to reconnect. And what's interesting is that wow, it was good. I've known other people just as long, but I don't talk to them anymore. Or I guess, I'm going to rephrase that. are people that I know of or that are from that time period. That makes more sense. So why do we still stay connected? You know, obviously there's a frequency match of some kind, whether that's a mutual friend or not. It's something to think about. I'm gonna turn this around. So that's the melon, which is super good. Now the lighting in here is throwing this color off a little bit. So on my screen, it looks a little bit brighter, but with my regular eyeball, it has a little bit more of a like a peachy color. And of course, there's the red berry, which is really good. So let's get a nice spinny spin. You know, look how good that is. I'm gonna say it's definitely dairy free. Both of them. No, I know the one is. Anywho, I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Alright. Just berry now. But yeah, like back to my friend. It's interesting how, as adults, just the things that adults get to adult about, you know, the stresses of life and jobs and money and bills and health stuff. And what's interesting is, and one thing I noticed too, we talked about like departing from our hometown, like the inner network of drama. And I'm using that term loosely because people use that a lot, very liberally, but like not getting pulled into that kind of unnecessary chatter. And being able to look at it from a distance when it does happen. This happened to so and so, and did you hear about so and so? But none of that matters to me. And we kind of had that conversation too, since she's living away, and I'm mobile in a way a lot now too. So I'm gonna ponder about that a little bit more. Like, does being immersed in an environment have us like lean in more when something happens? Maybe we can like see it on the news. Like, if we're watching the news and like an explosion happened, like, oh, is that close by? But it might be on the other side of the country or the other side of the globe, and people tend to like, that's over there. Maybe that's an effect of why small town drama, people love it. It's not ice cream. Sorry. Here's things to ponder. And these kind of things come up, like when you're immersed in something, it's easy to not see it. But the moment you come out of it, you can't see the trees for the forest. It's kind of a statement. But this is really berry. It has a really strong berry flavor. Strawberry, definitely raspberry. It's really good. It's really good. Not a usual go-to for me, but it is good. Like I said, the other flavors that were there, I might not have been able to see with my scan as I went past, but they look good. So if I end up coming back here, if I do end up coming back here, Sorry, it's late. I'll probably get those other flavors. But this is good. Anyway, I'm about done. And I've been rambling. Oh, this is something else we talked about too. Was like seeing people we know but then not talking. And then like the awkwardness of that. So my little bit of genius, I said sometimes the best way to diffuse an awkward situation is for one person just to be a little bit more awkward and make the move. Talk to the person, say hello. And because my friend was drawing conclusions, and I draw conclusions too. Like, well, I know this person, therefore this other person. Like, I know person B, and person B knows I know person C, so that's why person B didn't say anything because person C. So I asked my friend the usual questions. Is that true? Does this person know that you know this other person? So yeah, so that's why they didn't say anything. Like, is that true? And even if you convince yourself that it's true, the next question is, how do I know that it's true? How do I know? And we can usually quickly unravel this thought process and realize that it's just this cluster mess of assumptions. And that's why a lot of people don't talk to people. Or someone's mad from 20 years ago over a misunderstanding. Entire friendships can collapse based off of false assumptions. And if you don't diffuse it and ask, like, why is this happening? Is this true? Do I know it is true? And really get into the root cause of it. Like, things will just fester. Anyway. I digress. So, this thing's empty. It was good. This place is cute. They don't make it here, but they make it at their other shop. I don't know if you could hear that when the guy and I were talking earlier, but thumbs up for me. The Gelato Cone in downtown Plano, Texas. Cute little place, cute little area town. I recommend coming down here. This was good. I'll see you next time.